Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. We gonna get it. We gonna get it right this time. We gonna get it right this time. Sorry about that. Add source. Collab cam. Start a collab cam. Copy. Discord. Sending new. Sending new. Unless it has you already in there, which I won't know if it does. Okay. Alright. Should be fine now. Alright, I see you in. Show on stream. Yo. Okay. You coming through there again, but if it's echoing too much for you, just let me know. I'll lower my mic volume.
It's more so if they can hear it or not. I don't know if they can hear it.
Anybody in
It's throwing me off a little bit, but I can do this.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know why I don't just put you through my headset. Can you guys, anybody in the chat, can you guys hear Naya clearly?
We share this.
Yeah.
Yo, for your page, what was that song?
One more time?
You know you're like starting
Mm-hmm.
background music. Where's that from again? I wanted to say Sea of Stars, but I'd be embarrassed if I couldn't remember that.
To be honest, I do not remember. I pulled it a while ago.
Like I know that beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I pulled it off some random page that like makes music, and I had no idea where it was from, but I just like the beat. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Nah. Okay, Sleepy says so you should be fine. Sleepy says he can hear you, so you should be good.
All right.
Let me just update all this. Yeah, so we were as people file back in, but yes, I was just breezing over chapter 30 a little bit, but I did want to kind of start off with just your general what are your thoughts on the series as a whole right now?
I think we started strong. I think the first, I'm gonna say 8 chapters or so.
Mm-hmm.
I really was vibing with it. I could tell he retconned some stuff, but I didn't mind it because I feel like he can't do.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's specifically like this recent chapter kind of it put some stuff in more into perspective, like the the timeline stuff, even though it's confusing with, well, we'll get into chapter 30. But I got really confused when where they said the timelines got frozen. And after that, like, I was just unable to, like, form any kind of thoughts for any predictions.
His track.
Loki, whose audio's cutting in and out? Because I'm muting my mic when when he talks. So if that's what you're hearing, then that should be fine.
It
Um,
could be that though.
yeah. I'm just muting my mic in between when you speak, just so it doesn't overlap too much.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I absolutely agree. Like, and like time is. He says both. Um, I mean, you're coming through fine on
I
my
wish
side.
I wish I could help.
Yeah, it sounds fine on my end too. I don't know. I hopefully it'll clear her up. Yeah. No, you can't. Yeah. If you're not hearing me in between when he speaks, it's just me muting my mic. So that's all that is. Just so we don't talk over each other, because that's kind of how the audio is running. But I absolutely agree when we talk about how convoluted it is and how complicating it's getting, especially with this with chapter 30. But yeah, I agree with you. It started off very strong. Like, so when you say side story, right? I think of like storytelling in a way where it's going to be kind of told how it started. Like, it was told from like a third person perspective where somebody's speaking. So it's just like, oh, this is Phantominium. This is the Luminous Ones, and this is how this came about. And I thought it would be like some interactions where we get to see the important moments, like, oh, him entering the tower, him taking a test, and we would get the peak moments. I didn't think it was gonna be okay. We're going through every single detail of the second floor test, who these nobodies are. Just it's too much. And now it's the biggest question in the community for everybody is, well, everybody's guessing how long is this going to last, like how like is this going to be 150 chapters, 200, because it's the same problem in season 3, which I was praying we wouldn't see, but it's a pacing issue. It's a pacing issue. But
And consistency.
yeah.
We're nice room.
Yep 100% agree with you. um I will say the lore aspects have been very good. Anything in relation to the main story, I think, have been has been pretty good. Especially like the like since Phantom is canon now. That's like everybody like lost their shit when that became like a real thing. Um, you can kind of see the echoes of a Wallhigh song being formed. All the people that are involved. Uh, I don't know how I feel about this princess thing yet. I feel like it was cool in that, like, in the beginning. I don't care for this, like, the mystery of the this princess anymore. I don't know how you feel about it. It's kind of because you can't continue to drag this out the entire until like the last chapter. Like, oh, this is my name. Like, how long can you really drag this out?
I don't know if it's echoing on your end too, but
Oh,
don't worry about it. Like, it's not mystery.
Got it.
It's just on my end, so don't worry about it.
Got it.
That being said, I want to say this. As far as the lore aspects, I like the whole, it was darkness, it was still, it was order.
Mm-hmm.
The light came, that caused movement, that caused light, that caused time, and that disrupted the natural stuff. There are some more things I like here. I like the concept of the luminous ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that. And it makes Urek seem a lot more important in the grand scheme of the Tales user story universe and not just a Tower of God character from the standpoint of, let's just say, by the end of his side story or climb,
Mm-hmm.
he completely deals with Phantom Minim's presence in the tower. It makes sense why he wants to leave now.
Right.
It's perfect sense.
Right.
He needs to go back out there and do what he needs to do. He can't stay in the tower. It's not his job.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those parts are good. But like with the frozen timeline, alternate timeline, and some of the other things he's doing, it's not that it's not interesting conceptually. I'm worried about execution. I find that when he gets too abstract, he either drops it completely and just act like he didn't say it, or he completely fumbles the bag.
Facts.
That's just my personal opinion.
Facts.
Now, how long? Oh, to get to your I thought this would be more of a montage
Mm-hmm.
of Urek's greatest hits and the most important things we've already known that he's done. That would leave us astray to how he circles back to each floor we see him on. Floor 20, Flower of Zagania. We'd see him maybe interact with the Eon family to some point, maybe. I think he already asked him to go. Someone asked him to save the little baby thing when he was
Yeah.
JLG.
Yeah.
I thought we would see the seedlings of that to why he circles back.
Mm-hmm.
Then floor 43, the floor of death, when he meets Hell Joe,
Mm-hmm.
comes back to give him the Red Thressa. Then 77, where he creates Wokai Sung. I thought we were going to focus on those moments and montage the in between.
Yep.
We are still on the floor of test, 30 chapters in,
Mm-hmm.
and you make me watch Gogo Chung fucking incel? I don't care. This is not moving me. And we got, what's his name? Lapis. Timu Calaman, as my chat calls him. You're not a demon. Rahab, you're not a demon. Leo, you're all fake demons.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
tension is fake.
Yeah. Corny. Super. No. You're right. Absolutely right.
What was the princess thing you said? I forgot the last one that you were saying. I want to get to that and then let you go.
How do you feel about the princess? How, like, this mystery of who she is, her name not being said? How long can you drag that?
Oh, yeah, he's dragging it. And part of me is wondering if he's trying not to conflict with anything that he said from a blog standpoint that he wants to be canon or whatever's already going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll be honest with you, I don't mind her, but I'm not that interested in her identity. So him holding out isn't doing anything. Unless you're gonna tell me, this is friggin' N. I know it's not N. So
Right. Yeah.
just
Okay.
give us a family at least.
Yeah, I want some kind of hint because it's just she's just running around nameless at this point, and I've kind of like after the whole her versus Neo thing, she hasn't been as important, but I'm starting to not care about her as much. Like she had that aura in the beginning where it was just like, oh, like who is this? Like she was even like looking like she was giving Urek a run for his money, but then when she came up against Gogo Jong and Cheong, she can't do it. She couldn't really do anything. So I was like, I thought you might have been ranker level, but when Lapis is in your face, you couldn't really do anything. So I don't know where to hold her at. But she
Rank Ace is or B to Ace, what I'm thinking.
mm-hmm.
I'm with you. He pump faked that she could be teetering on ranker level, but I think she's still on a regular tier. She's just far more advanced as a princess.
Yep.
And we do know that princesses' bodies are as strong as a ranker.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember friggin' the main one station. And Dorsey was just sprinting across the bridge with raw physical strength, and they were saying without Shinsu reinforcement, it was hard to keep up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she's like physically around the ranker level, but technique and Shinsu wise, she's not.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still, you're not on Mazino's level or like a high ranker level or any ranker who has really good training.
Right. And while we're talking about her, what do you think this emptiness thing is about?
switching. I think that was Vortex. Vortex is bad.
Yeah, I can't do Vortex.
I can't do either secretly, but once the comic .k whatever one is way better.
Yeah.
It's almost it's almost seeming like she was an empty husk that got a soul put in it, or there's multiple souls inhabiting the body. That was the best interpretation I got. I'm not sure though.
Okay. All right. Just wondering. So there's a kind of a running theory out there that I'm seeing that she is Bayek Ryun, and just based on the history of Bayek, right? Supposedly trapped in one place, trapped on the floor, right? Can't move anywhere, but is like the most talented Shinsu user to ever exist. So my thought process is like possibly like a shell created by Bayek that like is being manipulated from like far. If this person is like the most talented person ever, like masquerading as a princess, I don't know how that would work in terms of like becoming a princess and everything if it's a shell. But if you're telling me this person is the most talented Shinsu manipulator in the tower, I can see something along the lines of that happening. So I just took somebody else's theory, kind of extended it a bit, with maybe just a long term manipulation where it's not an actual person in it; it's just being controlled.
That the part where it's being controlled almost long distance by Bayek is interesting. People in my chat have brought that theory to me. I personally don't buy it because it said specifically that he was a very gifted wave controller. And while I'm not saying her Shinsu display is like not impressive, she's not using like bangs and like tension or anything of the sort like that. And that's more what I would expect to see from Bayek being such a genius, even as an in-tower habitant. She's using a weapon.
Fair. That's fair.
Possibly has body reinforcement from the power of blood process. So I don't buy it, and I think Bayek Ryun's a male.
Okay. Nah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I can get behind that.
If he's like puppeteering her on some like pain, Nagato, that's fly.
That would be fire. So yeah, like Loki says, I think she might be using a dead princess. If they were using a dead princess, they would recognize it though, right? Like they were well. I guess we don't know who it is. So
You'd be surprised, like people in the tower, Mazino, and until they see the tattoo, they're like, oh, that's like
right.
Number 4 in the towers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So far with the series, so you gave your thoughts. Do you have a best moment so far that you enjoyed?
Actually, yes. First and foremost, I would say I thought Neil was interesting from the get-go. And as much as I don't know where he's going with this Leo past, future, whatever, he's intriguing. I like him. Everything about him is moving me. I like Evelyn. I think she's fun. I would say my favorite moment is when Baskerville was like, right now you don't have the ability to control the Shinsu because it's so strong, so you have to subdue it. You have to kind of like force it to bend to your will. He was making him like contracted in his hands. I thought that was cool. That's one of my favorite moments so far.
Oh, I didn't think about that, but I guess that was a really cool. Even though he got tiara'd. He got tiara'd. He got tiara'd in a way, like really bad. Like like yeah. I hate how he was like carrying his head around like a football. Like, oh, that was brutal. Like that gave Lapis some aura. Like, okay, this guy, like he
was a fake demon. I didn't believe it.
yeah. And do you have a like a worse moment, like something that was just like why are we doing this?
The idea that anybody on this floor can contest with Mazzino, maybe Mago aside, we'll stick with that. I hate put the jewel in my head, now I can like, shut up. I don't believe
God.
You're real demons, you're all fake. You're not like that.
Yes.
So that's not moving me.
Uh-huh.
And I would probably say, oh, I forgot to say this. I like the flipping and turning game. That was dope. I like that part.
I did like that. It was very, it's very eerie and intense. Like I like that whole thing. Yeah, yeah. It was that was nice.
That was like an old school Tower God game. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really stuff like that. I don't like. I don't say I don't like it. I just don't trust that he'll execute whatever he's trying to do with Leo and Neo.
Mm-hmm.
But what's pissing me off the most is just the lack of tension again. I didn't think Mazino was actually this strong immediately.
Right.
I mean, I know he's going to get stronger because he's going to get better with Shinsu to the point where I think he's displayed some of the best Shinsu control by the time he was fighting with Loose Leg.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he was reinforcing his body to different percentages.
Yeah, he was.
I looked at it again, but it looked like his arm was like 15 and something else was like 20. I got to look at it again, but like he's gotten way better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd probably say the characters and the rankers, they're not really moving me. They're kind of whack. Except I liked Basketball, and that's it. That sounds kind of funny, but then when I learned he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, with his plushie, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Kind of funny.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like that. Yeah, that nah. Fair enough, man. I would say the worst moment for me so far was like,
He's still dude. Sorry, he's terrible. Everything about him, what we're doing with him is awful. Jewel in his head.
oh, yeah.
I'll say if you were pretty. He's awful.
I'll say this for you. I'll say this for you. He knows how to make me hate somebody. Cause I hate this guy. I absolutely hate this character. Like, not even just from like him being useless in terms of the plot, but I generally hate who he is as a person. Like I don't care for him. I can't wait for him to go on a poster. Like he needs to get done like Baskerville got done. Like I don't care what happens to him.
Talk to him like that.
Right. Yeah, yeah, talking all crazy, like, yeah, you think you the main character, like, bro, ain't no way you said that. Ain't no way you said that. But I hate the stuff. I hated the chapter where it was basically Urek just punching on the bull all chapter. I absolutely hated that chapter. It was just, I felt like I was being taken back to watching Bomb get packed out by yes, it's like, okay, like how much abuse do I need to really watch on screen? Like, okay, we know you're a high ranker. This is a bull. This is a second floor bull. We don't need to, like, it one hit should really take him out, but we're punching it multiple times. It's mutating. We're punching it again. Just, it felt like a wasted chapter. And then I also hated the chapter where it was Neo versus the princess. That chapter kind of felt like she was just running in circles the whole time, just trying to dodge Shinsu Blast.
Meanwhile, I couldn't even hurt her.
Beat the whole exactly. Like there was nothing to that fight. It's just standing still. Oh, I hit you. Yes, it didn't do anything. I'm just gonna like stab you. Like it. Those two chapters were probably I was like on the borderline where everybody else was. Like, okay, I don't know if I want to continue reading this. Like that going week to week and reading that made it extremely hard. Like that's where it really took a huge dip for me. But on a solid note,
Like I could like.
no, yeah, just no. Go ahead, because I'm going to get into like my best moment. So.
I think my biggest question about this spinoff is why? What's the point? And does this circle back into this fourth season? Is it going to connect? Or will this be kind of an isolated Urek Mazino thing? Get rid of all of Phantom Minim's influence in the tower and then want to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, are these Wolhike Sung members that he's climbing with Wolhike Sung affiliates? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm just worried about the intention here. Are you just doing shit to do shit? And I it's surprising to me because Mazzino, while he's polarizing, he's a popular, very strong character. I wonder if he thought just off the strength of his name, people would like just gravitate towards it and like it. But he's actually been a polarizing character, I'd say, since the Floor of Death, like 10 years ago.
Right.
People thought he completely undercut the tension of the Hell Joe situation. So a lot of my subscribers didn't like it from the get-go because they thought he was too strong. So I'm just worried about the intention here and what the end goal really is. Because it seems all over the place right now.
I've compared it to that of like the recent string of anime that's coming out. Like it feels like an isekai. Like it feels like overpowered isekai-ish. Which is, I hate to minimize it to that, but that's exactly what it feels like. Let me drop this extremely overpowered guy from another world into this world, and nobody can do nothing with him. That's exactly what it feels like. But as far as my best moment, though, what I've liked so far, it was the moment of him packing out Rahab and Lapis. Like that was fantastic. Like the double neck grab, thrown into the ground. Aura, it's time for the light. Like that whole moment was like, yo, if I would love to see that animated, because you could just tell like with the right music and everything behind it, it would be such a tough moment that people would like watch over and over again. Because it like the anger, you could feel. I feel like I could feel the anger through the page. Like, okay, I'm tired of y'all. Like I'm really just tired of y'all at this point. And that's what has dragged me down a bit, because after whooping their ass, you seemingly have gotten rid of Rahab, it seems like, in these last two chapters. Rahab seems like he's getting out of the picture completely. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're not going to see much of him. But you're keeping Lapis in it. Why? I'd rather have Rahab than him. Like, this guy is trash, but you're keeping him in it as, I guess, as a villain, as the op. And I don't think anybody wants to see him anymore. Like, you just moved in a couple new test supervisors along with Leo. Yeah, let those guys be the new focus, right? Maybe they'll do a better job. But everybody else that was previously, please.
You know what though? That is a great moment though, what you brought up. I especially love the part where Mazzino just kind of runs away from her after he beats him. He's like, "You're so insignificant. I don't even care to lord over the fact that I beat you. Like, you're nothing to me."
Bro was crying. He made somebody cry. Like, yo, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody be made to cry because they feel like they ain't worth shit in the series. Like, that was so bad.
It's like, I like moments like that because, like, it's just so funny to me sometimes when someone gets so defeated, they get mentally broken, or, like, you see their hope leave their eyes. And as much as it's a generic example, my favorite one has always been the one ninja who falls to his knees when he sees Madara summon the meteor. I throw kunai. I should not be here. You talking about a meteor? I want to go home. Like,
yo, facts. Oh my god, that's a perfect comparison. Holy shit.
When I first saw that, I understand it, but I started to
Nah.
rocks from my mouth.
Oh man, nah, that's perfect. So we talked about a couple of characters. Outside of Urek, do you have somebody that's your favorite? I know you mentioned Neo a bit, but I don't know if that's like the person you like. Neo and Evelyn. Yeah.
I like Terry Rohan.
Mm-hmm.
Not Terry, but Rohan. I like him kind of ironically just because he's got the army boots and the Guns N' Roses shirt. It's kind of like a funny little confusion thing we were doing. But that was between Neo and Evelyn. Evelyn's very expressive, very vibrant. Lopabia, obviously her anima ability is so strong that usually when she touches an animal, they go berserk. But with the Queen, you can actually kind of befriend it. The Queen was kind of funny. Wanted to keep the crown because she's the queen of the net dolphin fishes.
That was a great moment, yeah.
That's kind of it, though. I don't really like anybody in this spinoff right now, or Science right now.
Yeah.
I'm not rocking with a lot of people. Baskerville would probably be the last one I could really say.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm right there with you. I would say the only person that I kind of like was Rohan, and that's because he kind of redeemed himself like really early on. Like in the first couple chapters, he went from bully to like loyal bro, and
Yeah.
you can't hate anybody like that. Like
I
it,
did not. I just want to be carried by Mazino the way Neo was comfortable being
mm-hmm.
carried. No, like, I want to contribute. I like that.
Facts. That was a great moment for him. So, but yeah, I'm right along with you. Everybody else, I don't really care for. The princess is kind of generic as a princess, like from what we've seen in the main series, like princessy, like real arrogantly, everybody wiping her ass like that,
Yeah,
uh,
she's typical. We just don't know who the F she is.
yeah.
So yeah, it's whatever to me. But I'm trying to think. See, Mr. Lou, I don't care about him, but I'm pretty sure that's the hat Mazino gets later.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he dies or something, and he wears a hat in memory of him. So I guess he's important in that, right?
What do you think about him in this whole countering this born to counter this island shit? Like, what do you like that whole thing? Like,
That's the tower.
mm-hmm.
Lets in irregulars when the tower is in need of great change. So the idea that the tower would read something where it sees a problem isn't weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not him, buddy. Relax. Not that important. I don't believe it yet.
Right.
Like, I don't know. The whole island salt thing and them dying and reviving again is. I don't know that. No. Traumray has used necrophilia and like brought things back to life or whatever. Like necromancy, sorry. So it's a necrophilia. That's completely different. He's used necromancy to revive things.
I wasn't gonna say it if you wasn't gonna say it.
So, like, I guess coming back to dead isn't a foreign concept in that sense, but I don't know what to do with it yet. But it just Hadon is just so shady to me. Like I have a lot of thoughts about Hadon.
Mm-hmm.
No. Him being the one to do it too, and I'm like.
Nah, yeah. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think about him? I didn't think we were gonna see. I didn't think we were gonna see him.
I think Hadon is a candidate for the final antagonist in Tower of God. I'm not saying he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the candidates, though.
Okay.
Jihad or the hostile ministries that's past the 134th floor, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think Rachel. Even people say it's Bam versus an entire party because some whoop-de-whoop V is another one I've heard. But I think Hadon could be one of the protagonists because he I really feel like he manipulated the whole Enkidu situation in a long-term scheme to get Shermer out of there.
Yep.
And start getting the family heads out of there.
Yep.
Because when one falls, it creates a power vacuum. They don't see what's available, and it makes them now way more susceptible. And Gus Dang wants to get them out the pain too. So does he.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think it's third person manipulation where he's planting seeds that'll grow later that he knows that's gonna grow later. So it's more like with the traumery thing, right? It kind of worked out in his favor. I do think his end game is obviously Zahard because I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe he feels tricked and manipulated by the family heads, like because the way the whole 134th floor thing was supposed to work is like the collecting the keys and everything. If you look at it, it's an impossible task, and he basically has locked the tower up. And maybe like it took a while for him to like realize this, like this is bullshit, and now now I have to do little things that are small issues that can become big issues and get y'all up out of here.
Yeah, because I do think it could be his tower. This is Hadon's tower, and maybe originally he liked the idea of the family heads being there, but after they got stagnated, they didn't even climb to the top. They stopped and everything of that sort. He needed a way to get him out of there.
Yep.
Bam was the catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
So
That also might be the reason why he allowed Urek and Fanta to even really come in. He's like, oh, here comes another X Factor, right? Like,
yeah,
so.
Mazzino's an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's probably him and Phantom Minim are probably the strongest. I'll say Enryu too to enter the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Like Phantom Minim's already Axis, if you will, or the Order of Darkness, whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
And a VVS merchant because he turned everyone to diamonds. Then I say Mazzino shining one, and Enryu just appeared on floor 43 and said 9,000 bags, take this. I'm like, bro, how'd you do that?
Do you think he's a Luminous one?
No.
No?
No, I think Mazzino's the only one in the tower.
Okay.
Well, as of right now in the side story, I guess Mongo could be one, and like maybe there's some like jewels there that he has to free or send back outside, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the current Tower God story, I think it's just Mazzino.
Okay.
I think Enryu's more connected to the Red Witches, if anything. But he's hard to get a read on. I don't have enough information.
No, yeah, no. I'm just shooting it out there because a couple of us like thought that like it could be right. Somebody to come in with godlike power. The only comparison is obviously Urek. I was just throwing it out there. What you thought about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this series is not going the way I expected. And if he did a side story, I actually thought he would focus on Team Sweet and Sour, like Wagner and them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I actually would expect him to do. So when he announced this, I was initially shocked. I was hyped. Mazzino's not my favorite character,
right?
But he's my favorite irregular.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think he gets a bad rap in the community a lot, with him just undercutting tension and being way too powerful. Because I'd argue he fails a lot, despite that. Some of it I think is just. Okay, so I noticed this problem originally with Marvel when I used to read about cosmic level characters and stuff like that. To defeat them, you have to do something contrived. Oh, Thanos actually lost because he didn't really want to win. Oh my God, turn that off. That's bullshit, right? Like,
okay.
Snap and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear that. He is tricky to handle because he's so powerful. But if you think about like what happened in the Great Chess match. Bam's body got taken over from V. V escaped. He didn't stop the red light district. He wanted to stop the death of a family head. Chamare died. Every single objective he had, he failed at. Which to me is a counterbalance to his strength. Dog, loose leg, hit him with the LeBron look three times and put him in the white space.
Yeah.
He kept falling for the same trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's not infallible, as powerful as he is. And that could be a mentality thing or a little bit of overconfidence. I'm not sure. Because even with the crown got taken. Maga, Hope Reversal, Goku Chungus on the throne now. He actually doesn't succeed a lot, which I think people don't take into consideration. And he's a lot more perceptive than he seems. He's pretty perceptive. I was very impressed that he figured out Bam wasn't a regular.
All good points. All great points. I will say, I'm hoping that this, because I don't like the direction of where the side story is going and how slow it is. I'm hoping it doesn't leave me with a negative impression of him. I'm trying to not, it's not his fault for what kind of character he is, but you can see how that can happen. Like, it can make you dislike a character when you making to see shit that we don't necessarily need to see about him. Like,
yeah, and not to because I get this comment a lot. I do not think Urek Mazzino is quote unquote the Shanks of One Piece, but I think Mazzino was meant to be used much more sparingly in the series, like Shanks is.
Yeah.
I don't think we were meant to have this much exposure to you, and that can kind of ruin his mystique a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm with you. Mazzino to me is not a problem of this Urek Ascent. He's fine. I'm enjoying him. He's overfarming. He's flexing. He's being a goofball. He's still a simp. all that is stuff we already know about him. I love that about him.
Mm-hmm.
But if the series itself is reflected bad, like he'll look bad. You know what it's like? A really bad movie where all the actors were great. The actors were not the problem. It was the direction of the movie and maybe the concept. But the
Perfect
people in the
comparison.
movie acted their ass off.
Perfect
The
comparison.
show's gonna get the brunt of that if the series isn't seen as popular or as more positive and negative.
Right. That was a perfect comparison. That's exactly what it feels like. Yeah.
I don't know if you felt that way about like Ben Affleck and like BVS. Like you love Affleck, not the movie for you kind of thing. So I'm not even a Snyder either personally. I'm just saying she's that. I don't have a problem with Zack Snyder.
I I don't even jump into all that because I see how bad it can get.
Oh yeah, comic book Twitter is insane.
Yeah,
Comic book fans are insane.
yeah, they are insane. I don't even step into that realm.
I'm not the point though. Like what fandom is chill? Kubera fandom's pretty chill.
Fair. That's fair.
Most fandoms are kind of rabid.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a good point. So in terms of everything with the series, we kind of talked about how like um Urek clearing out like all of Fanta's traces or whatever. But is there anything else that has like maybe changed or made you think about anything in the main series? So I'll give you an example. For me, I'm running a little bit with this bomb. This bomb has a dark jewel theory inside of something, right? Like I like the concept of these dark gems. Uh, Fanta has his own dark gems that he gives out, which Urek told us that you guys aren't good enough to get one directly from him. These people have all seemed to be revived. They all seem to have died. I've kind of tied all of that a little bit back into Bomb's story, where okay, you know, Arlen, her sons needs to be revived. A gem directly from Fanta, which is like could be this dark hidden power that's in Bomb when we see it leak out. And Bomb did die once. Like I kind of brought that all back together in a theory video that I did, and take it with grain of salt. Whoever. I'm not telling people to believe it, just throwing it out there. But have you like seen anything that like you that may have like changed your mind or made you think about anything in the main series?
I think mostly it's made me wonder what's the point of this if it doesn't circle into the main series.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of it seems, I don't say divorced, but contained. Like by the time Bam came, this was already over and dealt with.
Right.
And it's not an issue anymore. I would say I think some of those characters are definitely in Wolhike Sung. I think a few of those people climbed with him and ended up being Wolhike Sung members when the organization got created.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Neo's in it for some reason. I want to say Rohan makes it. I could see Evelyn maybe being an affiliate or like cool with them, but maybe not a part of them because she's a little I think direct descendant. I could be wrong if she's direct or not. I'm gonna assume she is because she has such a strong animal ability.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe she's a bit of an outlier.
I think she was a director. I think she was a director. Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I'll see any of these characters in the 4th season or when we get to Floor 77 is the best that I've got. Some people did think that when Hell Joe removed Shinsu from the floor and Mazina was able to still like throw a beam at him at the end, they think that was his Luminous One ability and not Shinsu. Because only Bam could use it because of the thorn.
Interesting.
I'm of the opinion that that's one of those things you could make sense now.
Mm-hmm.
But it did. I don't think that existed at the time when he did the Floor of Death. I don't know if that was Shinsu because Helljo was losing control or just some other ability or I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like when people are like, oh, this makes no sense because like if Beerus was alive, why didn't he do X, Y, and Z? He didn't exist as a concept here. He just didn't exist.
Right.
He got added after the fact, which retroactively messes with certain things that happened in the main series.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I see it.
Do you think there's a massive parallel? Because I'm this I think this series has heavily focused on the concept of like I don't want to necessarily say demons, but it's a lot of light and angels and demons here. Like I feel like that's like a hard concept we're kind of in here, right? Especially like with the recent appearance of Leo with all the wings, which seems to be the Wallhigh song emblem. But
Yeah.
even with like Urek telling them like, oh, you guys aren't angels. Angels are this. Like he described exactly what angels were on the outside, and then like this darkness seems to be very demon like, and then again I relate that back to Bomb, where we see Bomb have horns and shit, and like darkness, and you understand what I'm getting at. Like it kind of, I feel like we're focusing like really heavily on that as a concept, and I'm wondering if that'll kind of translate a little bit into the main story.
That's interesting because I'm even thinking of FUG having like Angel and some of the ones that followed them. I said FUG, my bad. Some of the companions of the Mad Dogs. Bam does have horns.
Hmm.
There are some demonic looking creatures, like some of the people that are like rolling with Gustang or in certain families.
Hmm.
I don't know that I noticed that being a motif in the series. I'd have to go back and like see if I was missing that as a major theme that's happening a lot.
Hmm.
But I would say that I've kind of noticed the concept of something or someone being a monster, where Rachel's afraid of Bam because she's afraid of the night, because his name can mean chestnut or night,
Right.
right?
Right.
And like a ever consuming darkness that is in him. His black skin seems to be able to like consume things, and how Bam just takes a lot of stuff into his like never-ending storage space, if you will.
Hmm.
You got unlimited terabytes. So for the angel and demon thing, I'm not sure. I can't say that I've noticed that, but I'm gonna keep an eye on that moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of it in this series. Like it definitely, I would definitely encourage you to like go back and just peep a lot of it. Like it especially stuck out to me where they were calling themselves angels, and then Yurik told them like, no, you guys aren't angels. Angels are this. Like he knows what an angel is. It looks like from the outside. That especially stuck out to me. Do you think machine or nature God have anything that? Do you think the machine or nature God has anything to do with the darkness and light? Nah, not really. I think this darkness and light thing, it I'm kind of relating it as something that's being brought into the tower. I don't think it's a concept that was in it beforehand. Like Yurik is like really hard on this like light thing. Like light has been like this main huge thing since the series has come out, and then darkness. It seems like
And he's the Ray Barracuda, the rope shoots at the speed of light. That could have a different meaning now. Ray, light. Sorry, continue.
yes, no, that's a good point too. Um, and then in terms like darkness have always kind of there hasn't been a lot of darkness. Like FUG was like always associated with darkness in a way, but then Bomb like actually has like the darkness like ability. So when I'm looking at this series, it's like okay, there's a lot of like dark related shit going on here, and then we're talking about light and angels. So I don't think the machine and planet guy really have anything to do with this. I think it's just something from the outside being brought in. So,
I would just relate it to like one of the main themes of early classic Genesis Sonic. It's kind of like natural nature environment versus man-made machinery and whatnot. Eggman and Robotnik representing machine, man-made stuff, destroying, not living in harmoniously with the environment,
hmm.
and then just nature and things that are natural in the environment. I think it relates more to that, more so to like darkness or angels or whatnot.
Right.
So artificial versus natural. So yeah.
And then like lastly, I did want to talk about chapter 30, since it's the most recent.
What are the Clint's doing?
I don't know.
And is that a Cardi?
Yeah, that's a huge question that everybody's asking, right? Um, I don't know what to kind of like. I don't know what to kind of do with this. The so the biggest thing for me in this chapter was this past and future self shit. Very confusing, very hard to like kind of think about conceptually. Like, okay, both versions of you that seem to exist, because then we're getting into timeline type shit, and I hate timeline type shit, but that's what we're getting into. Both versions of you seem to have wished for the version of you like that they're seeing, right? So it's but okay, which one is the real you? What? Like it's like literally like what? Like I don't know. Like this is the kind of shit that breaks me. Like I don't know, man. Like what am I supposed to do with this?
Okay. I understand why timelines and time travel specifically bothers so many people in storytelling, because if it's not done properly, it immediately breaks the story.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I'm actually a huge fan of it.
Okay.
I love time travel. I love the many world interpretation theories where there's pocket dimensions, parallel timelines, a multiverse, all of that. I know very recently everything is trying to have a multiverse and all of these things, so it's got a little played out. But growing up as a comic book reader, that was always a very common concept to me.
Okay.
So it doesn't throw me off when I see it in manga or manhwa, webtoon, other places. I even really appreciated it in Katekyo Hitman Reborn for the future arc. Well, I won't spoil it, I'll leave it at that. The thing is, there's rules with time travel that you have to write. I don't mind if you make your own, but you have to have internal consistency within your narrative. SIU hasn't really done anything like this except Arya's time delay ability, and Bam bring her back. Oh, not bring her back to life actually. Bam did bring her back to life by like rewinding time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is his bag, and him introducing this now completely worries me, because I'm like, I do not think you have the ability to execute this.
And I don't feel like you need it. I don't feel like you need it.
This is how I interpret it. And I don't know which thing happened first, which is why, like, you have to be careful. It seemed that Ranker Leo, I'm just called Leo, saw the flower of Mago and was like, secretly, like somewhere in his heart was like, I wish to be like my old self, or my old self when I first climbed the tower with my mindset, without the trauma that I endured climbing it, XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
Then the young regular Neo also somehow encountered the flower and was like, I really want to be a ranker in my future. Somehow them created both of each other. Now they exist, even though Neo died and like came back on the first floor.
Yes.
Which thing happened first is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Was the past version or the future version? Or through Mago's ability, is there some loophole that she made them both exist? I don't know. I don't have enough information. He's never done some of this before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna have to wait and be cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping he pulls it off. Like right now, I think he's walking a tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
And he can fall into the vat of acid if he's not careful.
Yeah.
Drop off, burn, incinerated, done. You're cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if this doesn't kind of course correct or pick up soon, I'm gonna start doing them in bundles and not weekly. Because this hasn't been an enjoyable week.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Last week was the first time I felt it hard, like really difficult for me to do a review. Like I really didn't want to do a review. Like I dropped my review late. Damn. Yeah.
That's how much I didn't feel like streaming it. I am really busy with content this week,
Mm.
and me and my girl are going camping. Like we'll be gone for the weekend, so we have a lot to prepare.
Nice.
But so I'm busy, but I'm like I can't do it this week. I don't have the energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the will. I don't have the care. I'm reading this at max speed, done in 10 minutes, and then I'm out of here.
100%. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
In the chapter, what do you think about this Asa guy? I kind of like him. Like as a like, he's very different from what we've seen so far, and I like his type of character, like the arrogantness, the power of it. I mean, this man lifted an island.
That was crazy.
This man, yeah, I that like I don't think enough people are talking about the fact that this man lifted an island and just took it and took it where he wanted to. I, uh,
Real quick.
yeah.
I like what Loki said. I'm guessing Janusi had a theory about Neo was created by hope reversal, and Leo existing still is Neo's hope reversal because her ability makes you. If I really want to eat this taco, and she says, and she's a hope reversal, I'm not eating that taco.
Right.
That's interesting. He has good theories. I always like his theories.
He's great at crafting theories.
But,
Yeah.
shit, what was I saying before that? What did you just say? My bad. I lost my train of thought.
No, I was talking about Asa and his ability to lift islands. Like,
Because I'm like, is that an ability? Did you actually just go under the island, under the water, and just lift it and bring it to a different floor? Like, that's a pretty crazy feat.
I thought Superman immediately, like
Yeah.
like immediately, like holy shit, this man just took it because he wanted it. Like, I'm sitting here like, I can't think of any feats where a ranker has lifted something of that magnitude and just did it casually like he did.
I
Well,
think Yuri had something close to that. In the last examination, I can't remember. I had to look at it again. But you're right. Like that stood out to me. And he's the floor ruler. Right? I tend to think the floor rulers are a like general step above the average high ranker you see. Think of Van Kel. Think Spider Garment Willow, aka Spider Mommy. She used to be a floor ruler, and she was pretty dangerous. Shout out to Mew Love. Without Mew Love, could have gotten the job done. Gold, yes sir.
yeah.
And Clint Elliott Royal, I think, was the floor ruler on the last station.
Yeah.
That's who Van Kel wanted to fight. So if Asa asked whatever the name is, I said Asa because I have a friend whose name is spelled that way. His name is Asa.
Okay.
Track guy. We do track back in the day. 100 meters, 200 meters. Yeah, I think he's a step above the rest. Like I think he's stronger than like Rahab and like Lapis and all those people we've seen. Leo, I don't know because he's a little mysterious, but I wouldn't be shocked if he was powerful. That was a crazy feat. His eccentric personality is kind of fun. Looks like he got entranced by the jewel and like lost his mind. And the fact that he's like, I'm gonna make this test and they're gonna come and see all the paraphernalia.
Love it.
And I'm gonna be like, boom, you're a ranker.
Yeah. Love it.
You're funny. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. I like characters like that because I think they inject a sense of like not realism, but like different personalities into the story. And I especially like when strong characters have a goofy quirk. It's one of my favorite things. I do not need every character to be Sundrip Woo or farming the whole time, trying to be cool. Oh, Rise, Ignis, whatever the fuck his little necromancy thing is.
Yeah, I don't need a bunch of Dumas just running around. Like,
someone like Luffy who's goofy, but when it's time to get serious, he's gonna fucking send you flying.
yeah.
So, I like Asa.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Okay.
Leave Machete alone, though. That's my girl.
Yeah, so Machete is in a weird situation here, and I don't know how this. Like, obviously she walks away. They walk away from it, but I'm looking at it like, okay, Mago's there. I don't know if she's gonna get involved, but how do we finagle this? Like, maybe she has to defeat them to get out. I don't know.
How does Mago defeat them? Oh no, her. Machete.
Machete, yeah.
First, we have to learn what their actual objective is. Because the objective could be to get something and leave, or get intel and not necessarily beat anybody. Machete's a bit of a meathead, so I think she want to fight regardless. But she's a little outnumbered here.
Yeah.
I don't know that Ascensio and whoever else is with her is capable of helping her or everyone takes a matchup. But Mago seems to be a cut above them since she's probably a Luminous One or Luminous One trainer.
Yeah.
Because Mazzino did mention a Suna battle or some type of battle they had on the outside, and they're very familiar with one another. To the point he was like, I hate the fact that it's you. I don't like you.
Yeah.
You specifically.
They made it sound like he was like, I kind of thought like of a boot camp. Like, damn, this man was in a boot camp and he was like weak and it was just like you suck. Like, you get better. Like,
you're the last hope of the Luminous Ones or something. You know, you have to be Phantom Minimum. This is weak.
Yeah, you like putting him down. Yeah, like he looked like he like was traumatized. Like the man went through some real trauma and like got strong. But then that's also, I don't know what to make of his background because if he's the last, I guess well, they don't really necessarily mention the timeline how him being the last one. When I thought about the Luminous ones, they kind of seemed like they were all made at the same time type shit, but I did put it out there that I thought that maybe maybe the Luminous ones came together to kind of make a lasting one, which is him. Like they put, yeah, like they put their power together because maybe they saw or they met Fanta in a battle somewhere. And it's like, okay, I don't know if we can beat this guy. Maybe we need to make a backup plan or something like that.
It's hard to say.
What
the backup?
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. There you go.
I thought I did that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
But, shit, what was I saying?
You call him like you're like a backup plan or something.
Or it's one of those things where I was thinking, as the last Luminous One and probably the brightest, because he was their last hope to maybe defeat Phantom Minimum and the Denizens of Darkness, everyone was just hard on him. Like, you're the genius born in a clan that's on, like, the brink of extinction. So they put all their hope and will and ideals into you against your own will. Like, what you want to do, what you thought you wanted to do with your life, you don't have a choice. It's like, train. You have to be stronger. Phantom Minimum's a demon. He turned 6 Luminous Ones into VVS diamonds around his neck. Like, you need more. It's not enough. So it could be along those lines.
I believe in that, and I also like the idea that they are actually like, because they kind of hint that in the first couple chapters, right, that the Luminous ones were like arrogant and kind of like flawed and fucked up in a way. And so while I do think like, yeah, it probably was for the betterment of everybody, they still had like their weird, like really messed up shit about them. Like she like completely creeps me out the way she's like treating him. Like it was kind of like, yeah, step on my chest more type shit, right? Like he's stomping on her chest. Oh, do it again. Like what? Like okay, like this is getting a little weird. Like
the energy's weird. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Some people compared their relationship to Bam and Rachel. I could see a small commonality and overlap, but I'm gonna say no for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I get why you're saying it, but let's see more first.
Yeah, I'm not getting that vibe, really.
And like I'm with you, it seemed a little creepier, but she was like, yes, like what's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with her?
Yeah.
HR?
Nah, facts. Like like why are we doing this? Like okay, like, and then I think it's also interesting that I guess she's more powerful than she actually is in this form. So I do wonder like what her normal or peak form is like, and if he even like compares to that. Like I think he does. He's probably like, at least in on the outside, he's probably in peak condition where he's like as strong as he could probably be.
Because he did say when she appeared, like, go rest. They used to be bigger. They're small.
Yeah.
She assumed he meant her chest, but it could have meant like I don't know, like the but she's shining, gleaming, or something to do with her ability is smaller because she's incomplete. So she could be not at full power right now.
Mm-hmm. Which makes her vulnerable.
Yeah.
And do you think the person that Neo wants to kill is Bago? The younger version? Because I do.
The version that Neo wants to kill is.
The person, so Neo's goal is to like kill somebody, right? Do you think it's Mago? Or do you think it's the older version of him? I think it's one of the two.
That would make sense because maybe his existence
Mm-hmm.
is in jeopardy because she could take him away, or Leo could become the real version because they don't know which one is the real one.
Mm-hmm.
That those are the two best candidates. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah. All right, man. Got any final thoughts about the series? Maybe things you want to see. I think it's obvious we got some things to see, but anything you want to share? Because like for me, I want the pacing, the consistency to please get there, even though I don't think it will, because history has shown that it doesn't. We just go through these periods of great and shit, and that's just what we accept. I thought with the final note that he left at season 3 that he was looking at the criticism, because there's no way that wasn't something in the criticism that people left. Come on, like I know people who have dropped the series because of that, so it's got to be a thing, but it doesn't. We're running into the same problem, So I hope that gets better. I don't know how. I'm standing on this right now that maybe the events of Floor 2 are so important that we have to get the details, because there's no way you make this series 150, 200 chapters. There's no way. I don't think you do that. The way, I thought we'd be off the second floor by now. The Crown game itself was almost damn near 10 chapters. Like there's no way you're doing that for this series. Like come on. That's years worth of content.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be as long as 150 chapters. Apparently, that was not substantiated. It was a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
I would like the pacing to increase. I would like to trim the fat. The characters who don't matter, who are not going to be related to Woolhike Song or connected to Mazzino or appear in the main story, stop it. It's getting annoying. Oh, the Penguin. The Penguin is the character.
I do like the Penguin. Yeah. Lobopia has like some cool associated stuff with them. Like that, yeah, the Penguin is really cool. Like,
yeah. What I would like to see is what he does on each floor that we end up seeing him again later in the series, or that we know about. Floor 100, Ariane's sword test.
Mm-hmm.
That he stops because he's usually going to lose. Or he said he would have lost or continued because he already passed it. I think like 1,000 or 100 slashes or something like that. I want to see floor 77, where him and Bayak Ryun, the whole shrinking the forest, the wings, creating Woolhike Song.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him meet Heljo. And what about Heljo impressed him so much that he I want to help you achieve your dreams. Here's some power. You don't have to be a whole repairman your whole life. Floor 20, Flowers again. Yeah, how that. I said Eon family earlier. I guess it's isn't it Yerang now? What's her name now? I don't know.
Yerang, yeah, she rang.
Yerang, yeah. So whatever that family is, I want to see those things. And yeah, the pacing has got to increase, and you got to stop focusing on the BS like Gogo Chunk. Stop it. We don't care. We don't give a fuck about this fat chungus loser incel. We don't. I don't care that you put a VVS diamond in his forehead like Uzi. It's stop. Stop it, please.
Yeah.
And get more into the luminous one versus the darkness phantom minimum thing. Like dive into that more. Because I almost feel like Mazzino's final opponent in the Tales user story / Tower of God universe is going to be Phantom Minimum. Like that's the last person he has to quote unquote be to fulfill his duty as a luminous one. Where for Bam it'll be Adon, Zahar, and Rachel, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
When he gets to his level.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm just gonna read a couple comments.
And this series has deteriorated to the point where like I want season 4. I kind of want to stop.
And that sucks because there are a couple people in my community who have said like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop reading it. I'll wait like a couple months if it's still going, and then I'll pick it up just to see what's going on. But yeah, the interest is
People in my
just.
community who are like, just because I fuck with you, I watch the live reactions, but I
Mhm.
stopped reading it.
Yeah.
Most people I know stopped at around chapter 12, 13. They're like, I'm good.
Shit.
I'm gonna be here though, in the chat, vibing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just gonna read a couple comments. Neo wasn't to kill. Neo wants to kill Leo because he can never grow up with his older version existing. That's a good. Yeah, you're probably right. I would agree with that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
It'd be funny if Zahar is actually preventing Hedon from reaching what's on the floors above him. Uh, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think.
I feel like he can go to wherever floor he wants.
Yeah, so do I.
The idea that Zahard is protecting the tower from something above the 134th floor is a rumor that's been around for a while, though. That's not the first time I heard that. I don't think it's the case, but
Yeah, I'm about to say I
I
don't.
think he wanted to be king.
Yeah.
So he did the contract, the immortality contract, because why not?
I've been
He
saying
lost.
for
Mo
the
said that he
longest.
lost his adventurer mentality at one point that he still had kind of during the data floor.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's the stuff with V and Arlen.
Yes, that's what I think. That's what I think. I think it's just. I think it's just that the stuff with me and Arlen. It's just like, okay, I got to do something dramatic at this point to make this shit not happen. Like, um, I've been saying for a while, for the longest, I surely do not believe Tromri didn't kill his fiance, but by control of Enkidu. Hedon in workshop, he's been called a fairy and a god. Both use humans. Uh, Not directly. I will never say like Hedon does anything directly. I just think that he knows what to nudge. He knows exactly what to nudge. Um,
Taskmaster.
let's be honest, Lou is just off-brand Wingnam. That's crazy. I think that like it's pretty obvious to me that Lou is gonna fulfill his duty and he's gonna die afterwards.
And then Mazino's like, yo, that fitted is clean. Let me get that.
Yep.
Let me stop checking on that.
By
Like that.
by
Like
respect
memory.
and memory. That's it. Yep. That's pretty clear. Um,
We'll see what's happening with the other guy from the Island of Salt or whatever.
yeah,
Whatever this next exam is going to be.
yeah. I'm a little confused by him because like Lapis had told him to do something, and then when we saw him and Urek grabbed him, he sounded like he did something, but he didn't actually do anything. So I'm very confused by that.
I'm with you. I don't know.
Yeah. What? Yeah. And what about this island? How do you feel about this island in this like reviving shit? Like, well, let's go back to the original island too, since we learned in chapter 30 that the island was a place of worship that apparently already had the jewel in it.
Which was probably the object or the thing of worship.
Yeah.
If it is not directly connected to something important that's happening between the Luminous Ones and Phantom Minimum, or like maybe somehow that connects to season 4, I just think it's just blow. It's just sometimes SU just does stuff that I don't think is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Just kind of throws it in there because he thinks it seems like a. Here's where I'll put it. When it comes to storytelling, the thing I care the most about is characters. Second would be subplots. The central plot is subplots, right? So Army Pirate Team. And, a subplot could be like Sanji wants to find all blue, whatever the case.
Right.
Those are the things that matter to me the most. Most people I speak to, they say lore and world building. And a lot of people are easily tricked into thinking something has